guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to do a full glam makeup tutorial for Valentine. I didn't want to do a simple or soft look or none of that stuff. I wanted to do a full-on glam look. So this is not for the faint-hearted. If you're team cake face like I am, then please let's get started. So this is going to be a talk through tutorial. I just wanted to take my time and show you every step in detail so that way you can go ahead and recreate this look. So I've already moisturized my face. I'm just going to go ahead and apply my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. This is just going to help to keep our makeup on all day or all night, if you're going for a night out. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my fingers and just apply that straight onto my face. So I'm going to use my favorite combination, which are these two. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay In Place Foundation, and this is my Delium Tools 957. So I'm just going to take some of that on the back of my hand and then apply it onto my face, like so. And I'm going to stipple it. The reason why I'm using this foundation is that it gives amazing coverage like you won't believe. So I'm just going to buff that into my skin in a stippling motion. I prefer to stipple this onto my face just because I get more coverage this way, and because I do have quite a few imperfections on my face. So if I stipple it, it just kind of locks everything into place. But I mean, you can apply a foundation whichever way you find the most comfortable. I'm also going to take the foundation down my neck just so that it blends nicely with the rest of my body. Okay, so we're done with applying foundation. We're going to do a bit of correcting. Now when I say correcting, I mean I need to cover up these dark circles underneath my eyes. So the best way to do that is to take an orange concealer, and this is from my Makeup Atelier palette, and I'm going to take this orange shade right here and I'm just going to place that where you see this darkness, and it will basically just cover everything up. And I'm using my finger and just dotting that underneath my eyes. I'm also going to just try and cover up the darkness on my upper lip, the mustache area. And this, as I said, really helps just to cancel out that discoloration. So that way when you go in to put your concealer or your highlighter, it just makes a huge difference. So next I'm going to take my Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer, and my shade is in SX11. I know it looks really bright in the pot, but that's another reason why I've color corrected. So that way when I put this on my skin, it doesn't look as bright as it looks in the container. If I were to just put it straight on my face, it will look really, really bright and just really ashy. Well, the best way that I find to apply this product, because it's very thick and it's very pigmented, so you can end up using a lot. So I dip my sponge into the pot and then I just sort of level it on the back of my hand like so. So I just level it like that. So that way the product is spread evenly across the sponge, and then I just take that underneath my eyes. I know this looks very bright in the camera, but don't worry, we will make it work. I'm also going to take some of the product right on my forehead. This is actually exercise, guys. Seriously, my arm is actually hurting just from beating this face, literally. So just keep beating and beating and beating until everything is blended out. And the reason why I'm focusing this product on the center of my face is just so that I'm basically just highlighting the center of my face, just to give the face a bit more definition. Right, so I'm going to contour my face, and I'm taking the darkest shade from this palette, and I'm using a Real Technique brush, and I'm just going to take that along my forehead. And I'm also going to take it along my jawline. And then I'm going to contour the sides of my nose. I'm then going to take the flatter side of my sponge and just buff out that contour. And I'm just going to try and blend it in with the highlighter shade. Using that same sponge, I'm going to set the under eye concealer with Ben Nye's banana powder. I love how this powder just melts into the skin. I'm also going to take it on my forehead and just down the bridge of my nose. And this is really just going to help that concealer stay in place. It's not going to go anywhere. Since we've set the highlighter, we also have to set the contour, and I'm using Sleek's contour kit in medium. And I'm just going to take an angle brush and just place that right where we put down the contour. Down my jawline, around my head. Again, this is just going to help our makeup stay in place. So when you use a cream, you always have to set, well, you don't always, but since I have oily skin, I always have to set it with a powder, otherwise it will just like disappear by the end of the day. And then to set everything in place, I'm going to take MAC's MSF in Dark with my powder brush and just take that over the entire face, making sure to blend out any excess powder. Now we've done the difficult bit, which is the face. We can now move on to the eyes. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Alright guys, so we're all zoomed in, up close and personal. I'm going to start off by filling in my eyebrows. And of course I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. So I'm taking that with a synthetic slanted brush and I'm just filling out my brows. And then I'm going to go in with the spoolie and just brush out the product so it's nice and blended. So to make sure the eyebrows are looking a bit more fierce, I'm going to take this very bright shade from that same palette with another synthetic brush and just clean up underneath my brow. I'm just going to blend that downwards. Right, so we're going to get on with the eye look. This is actually a very simple eye look. I'm going to start off by applying this Maybelline Color Tattoo in Pink Gold. Just a really nice pretty pink color. And I'm using my fingers for this just because that's the easiest way. You can use a synthetic brush if you prefer. And I'm just placing that on the lid. As you can see, I'm concentrating the color just right in the center of the lid. Then I'm going to take this pigment from OCC, and this one is in 12. I've actually used this in a tutorial before. It's just such a really pretty pink color with nice gold reflex. Again, I'm going to use my finger to apply this product. Next, I'm going to take this NYX eyeshadow in Dance the Tides, and this is very similar to MAC Brown Script. And I'm just going to take that as my transition color, just above my crease. I'm also using it to blend out our lid color. I'm then going to take Makeup Geek's Bitten, which is a dark plummy shade, with a smaller tapered brush. And just go into my crease just to darken it up a little bit. then of course go back and blend. For my brow bone highlight, I'm going to take Vanilla Bean from Makeup Geek as well with a flat shader brush. I just added a tiny bit of shimmer just to emphasize the highlight a tiny bit more. And then taking NYC's liquid liner, I'm gonna line my upper lash line. Alright guys, so it's time for lashes. Yay! I'm so excited to use these lashes actually. I got them from eBay, so they were mad cheap. I'll leave a link down below. And they look really dramatic, which is exactly what I want for this look. Alright guys, so the lashes are fully on. We're going to focus on the bottom lash line. So I'm going to line my lower waterline using this liner. And I'm going to use a small pencil brush and just smudge out the lower lash line. I'm going to apply some mascara to my lower lashes. Okay, so we are pretty much done with the eyes. So we're back to full face. Right, so I'm going to go in with this really bright pink blush. I'm just going to blend it out with my powder brush. I'm going to use this CoverGirl Ebony Bronzer just to bronze up my face a bit, just to add a bit more warmth to my skin. And I'm just going to take that along my jawline. And then for some highlighter, I'm going to use this Sunlight Trio from City Color. I'm going to take the highlighter shade. This shade is crazy pigmented. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Tapered brush and just apply that just to the top of my cheekbones because we really want that glow. Okay, now onto the lips. I really want to do a bold lip for this look. Now, if this is not your preference, that's absolutely fine. You can go in with a nude lip, but as I said, I really want to go in with a bold lip. I'm going to go in with Jordana's Cabernet and just line my lips. I love this lip pencil. I can't believe this was not even up to $3, but it's so pigmented. It really is comparable to MAC's lip liners, and I love the fact that it's a twist top as well, so you don't even have to sharpen it. Okay, and then I'm gonna take MAC's Riri Woo and just fill in my entire lips with it. Of course, spray some Fix Plus. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. If you aren't one for bold lip, then please go ahead and swap this for a nude lip because the eyes are simple enough. But I mean, I would definitely rock this for Valentine's. I totally love a red lip. You can't go wrong with the red lip. If you enjoyed this tutorial, then please give it a big thumbs up. All the items I use will be listed in the description bar below as usual. And if you have any questions or comments, then please leave them down in the comment section as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Oh, and let me know what you're doing for Valentine's. I would really love to know. Just leave them down in the comment section, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.